Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nikki and Brie Show, and look where we are.
Monaco, baby.
Oh my gosh, Nikki and I are so excited to catch you all up to speed because we really
I liked that, up to speed.
I mean, mom jokes over here all day. I've been nailing them, let me tell you. But we're so excited because you guys knew we were pumped getting here. And now we get to tell you. And today's episode is by the one and only Dynasty Rewards by DraftKings. So we're here with them having some fun, and we're going to let you in on that fun. Right, Nikki?
That's right.
But first, we got to do a nice Aperol Spritz
That's
toast.
right. We need to cheers one to Dynasty Rewards by DraftKings for honestly the most incredible vacay ever. Not only that, the best backdrop ever.
I mean,
Monaco F1. Let's cheers to all the drivers.
Wait, can we do a little silence of hearing the practice going on? Can you hear?
You just interrupted
The
a salute.
Oh, you know.
That's really cool. But here's also to all the drivers staying safe, right? Yes. So cheers to that. Cheers to Monaco. We're about to get our Princess Grace Kelly vibes on, right?
You know it, girl. Oh my gosh.
That tastes so good.
That does taste good because Nikki and I didn't know if we were actually going to drink today.
I know.
We told
We're
ourselves.
on day 3.
We're on day 3.
That's right.
And we were like, today's our wellness day.
Yes. First of all, we had great flights, and Brie and I, we were having a layover in Newark. So we were a little nervous to start the trip because we're like, we got delayed. We're flying through Newark. It started off great. Then we got a little delayed and we were like, oh no, but it all was great. And it was really cool because when we were boarding our flight Newark to Nice, all these incredible people were coming on, and we were all sitting by each other. People with vibes. We all start chatting and everyone's like, yeah, we're headed to Cannes and then to Monaco for F1. And we're all in these conversations. And then we all realize it's a group of like 8 of us.
8 of us, yeah.
That we all are headed to the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. And out of all it's a huge plane.
It was like a movie.
It was like a movie. And we picked our own seats. It wasn't through the Ritz Carlton Yacht Collection. We all got our own flights and we booked our own seats. So we were just like, from the beginning, it just started off as like a new season of White Lotus. Brie and I are like, oh my gosh, this is how it starts. And like, we already could like tell all the different characters. But one of the people who were sitting by us, who I know you all probably know, I just got introduced to him, and I did not realize how over he is. He is the #1 food influencer in the United States on TikTok. Incredible Instagram account. But his name's Jack Goldberg. He's known as...
his thing is Jack's Dining Room.
Yes, which he does. He has the most incredible food videos, because then I had to do my research. He wears that really cool hat that says, yes, chef. So we got to know Jack really well on the flight and like since this trip. But so that's who was sitting with us, and his business partner, Liam.
Right.
They were so cool.
But then what about the woman behind you who's also on the ship with us? But she does bodybuilding and wine.
Yeah, she literally just put out her first event, which was bodybuilding and wine. And she's in incredible shape. She used to be a bodybuilder. Now she just teaches you how to sculpt your body. And I was watching her videos and I was like, well, now I don't want to drink on this trip, but she was amazing. So we chatted forever, and it was just like all these cool people, like literally White Lotus, the French Riviera edition.
That's what every time we all see each other, we keep saying that.
We do keep saying that because we'll meet more and more people.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is just, this cast would be insane.
We really need to think of a good social reel, like with White Lotus,
we
can show all the characters we're talking about.
Yes.
So everyone can put like a face to the names that we'll be talking about.
I agree. So this experience, though, so far, I mean, first of all, walking up to the yacht, I've never been on a yacht before.
Either. This is my first time.
Walking up to this yacht, it was just incredible. I was already like, oh, okay, I could turn around and go home now. Just looking at it and just the check-in process, you just feel so cool and special. And it's really neat because on this specific yacht, there's just a lot of different things that have been curated for this trip. And it's just a dream. Like you have Nikki's Beach doing something, you have Delilah's doing something, all these incredible brands, Imperial Motos, like doing all of the coffee, which is incredible coffee.
I mean, people's fashion.
I mean,
everywhere you look.
the fashion is just iconic. So you check in and you can have some macaroons if you want. They greet you with, now it's going to be one of my favorite drinks. What spritz?
It's a limoncello spritz.
Limoncello spritz. I'm not a big limoncello fan. Like, I'll do it when I'm in Italy. You know, it's good for your tummy after, right? But I'm not big with limoncello. But let me tell you,
The
a
spritz.
limoncello spritz.
And I think
was
they had a little
delicious.
lavender thrown in there,
That's
like an
what that
actual
was.
real lavender
Yes.
thrown in there. Yeah.
It was just gorgeous. I was trying to take so much footage for you guys, but like I'm also, as you know, we just like live in the moment. So I'm just was like, Brie, we need to get more so we could share this. But it was just so incredible. And then we get to our rooms, and it's just the gifts, the decor, the detail to everything. The spa, the decks. I was just been blown away. All the restaurants.
Our personal concierge
I mean,
guy. I mean, it's crazy. He does everything for us. It was today. I literally asked him. I go, "Are you like? Do you do stuff?" And he's like, "Yes." He's like, "Because I was gonna go walk up my stuff to get pressed."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, I do that." And I go, "So I just call you and you just do this?" And he's like, "I do everything." And I just couldn't,
mean,
like, I'm just like, what?
it's been to the
crazy.
nines. Like, I'm honestly living in my Princess Grace Kelly era right now because we're totally being treated like queens. You feel like a royal. I'm like, this is what it must feel like. And you know me, I'm scared of heights. So, do you guys hear him? Whoa.
Oh, look it.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, that looks like one of Buddy's cars he plays with at home.
I mean, I
Look
was
at
showing
that.
Mateo when the race was in Miami, and he couldn't believe they were real life. What is that? Is that a McLaren?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's so wild to see these in person. You guys, Brie and I have so many pinch me moments. This just does not feel like real life. Let's do just a little cheers to that.
Cheers
girl.
to that. That was pretty.
That was
incredible.
pretty special.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Well, we're talking about the boat, and you know, it's interesting, Nikki, because
I don't think they like you referring to it as a boat.
a yacht. I know. I always
Thank
do
you,
that.
girl.
I'm like, oh my god.
Like, they don't like,
You know.
you don't call it a ship, you don't call it a boat. It's a yacht.
And I've called it all of it.
Yeah.
But what's incredible to me is the last time we did a cruise when we
Yeah.
were 18.
Yes.
So what is that? 23 years ago.
Yeah.
So I've never been on a yacht.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was really interested to see, like, what is it like? I don't know. I had something different, but you do feel like you're in a hotel.
It's totally. You
Like,
forget you're on
you're-
water.
Well,
Tilt rocks a bit.
Tilt rocks a bit.
But
It
when we
was
were
rocky.
docked, I just felt like I was in a very fancy hotel.
Right.
Yes, it was incredible with the best backdrops because you're on the water.
Right. And now I guess I get it.
Yeah.
I get why people love going on cruises, why they love being on yachts. The feeling is pretty spectacular. Like
And the service.
the service.
And the chefs. I
Right.
mean, there's so much. Now, the one thing, night one, everyone understood the assignment of the mood board.
Yeah.
Night one, it was the gold party to kick off us being in the French Riviera. And let me tell you, people were rocking their gold outfits. We were dancing like
So
we were
fun.
just back in the club, and it was just magical. And you'd go on the deck and you'd just be underneath the stars, but all the gold outfits. And I got to say, Brie, you were up there, girl.
Oh my
If they
gosh.
were going to rank, you would be up in the top 5 for sure with the
mean-
gold you brought.
Wait, you wouldn't put me at number one?
I'm sorry, that one woman in that gorgeous gold dress that like opened up, and as she walked, it just like flowed behind her. She's
Oh
number
my
one.
gosh. So the number two?
Yeah, you know, I put you number 2. There was
Thank
one
you.
woman who had like full gold sparkles. Did you see that long one?
Yeah, but you don't, like, maybe put her at 3. You got to
Okay,
put
I'll
your
put her
boo
at 3.
thing at number
Okay, fine.
2.
You're at 2. She'd be at 3.
Thank you. The choker
Mine-
really set it off.
No. Okay, so I'll
guys.
put you at number 2. Everyone was coming up and telling you how great
Right.
you looked.
I felt really great that night.
Mine was great, but I thought the gold would have popped a little more. It was a
Yours was
gorgeous
beautiful.
self-portrait dress. It had like lace in the middle. It was just
Really nice gold buttons.
very French vibes, but the back of it was black with like gold dots everywhere and gold buttons. And the gold just didn't pop as much as when you're around everyone else who was wearing a lot of gold.
Yeah. I mean, I look like a Golden Globe.
You did.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved how everyone was like just in their golds and we're all excited. Because you know, night one, anywhere you go, whether it's a wedding weekend, it's starting a girls trip, a guys trip, night one is always just epic, right? And you always usually go a little too big because you're just excited. We didn't. We were actually great.
We should do mood boards for our girls trip now.
I agree because it sets a tone and
does.
everyone's so excited and they have live music on the yacht. And so the live music has just been so incredible and a variety of music. And I mean, there's a saxophone player on there that like all the women are loving.
I mean,
they all were like on the dance floor, like saxophone man.
I mean, he was playing that saxophone like he was making love to a woman.
I felt so bad though. He came over by one of the tables that everyone had their drinks on. He came over and was like doing his thing. And as he did like this turn, you know how saxophone players will kind of like turn like left to right. Sure. He knocked over every single drink on the table. And I was like, I almost wish I was filming because it would have been epic in slow-mo. But I felt bad for him. I know, right? Like, boop, and just like glass goes flying.
Oh my gosh.
And I felt bad for him because the one thing I will give him is he didn't stop playing. And he's like, oh, and you could see on his face, but he's still blowing. And I was like, good for you. But I could see in his face that he's like dying. And I was dying for him because I go, that sucks. You know what I mean?
We get really embarrassed when people are embarrassed.
Yes,
I get embarrassed
I feel their embarrassment.
Yeah.
You know, oh my gosh, we're going to have another.
Is there another one?
We might have to pause again, you guys, for another incredible.
I hear it.
We hear it. Oh, it's the same one. He's up.
Oh, look it.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
I mean, that's a gorgeous car.
That is so gorgeous. It doesn't even look real.
No, it looks like one of Buddy's cars.
You know, I just love, this is, I mean, cheers.
Yeah, we have to cheers again.
It just feels like a dream.
Who thinks Nikki's going to be drunk at the end of this podcast?
Probably, but that's fun. So, I will say.
Back to the yacht.
Back to night one. A lot of gorgeous people. I know that I told you all I wanted a fling. Now, I've met people that it's just more fun. Like, nothing more than that.
There is a guy I want her to kind of have a fling with, but she won't.
No. I like the friend stuff. I like to just hang out. We're all I don't want things to get weird.
I should do a poll in our Instagram stories and see if people agree that you should have had a fling with this guy.
I will say again, there's a few really good looking men. There's a lot of great looking men, actually. But yeah, there's, a single one that's very handsome.
Yeah. She's just in my bed every night.
Okay, I was in your bed night one.
I know.
So let's move to day two. And we woke up feeling great day two, actually.
But you and I, because we slept really hard for a very long time.
Yes, we slept. And yes, I did sleep in Brie's bed, whatever.
She always gets scared the first night.
I sleep better when she's right there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even scared. I just knew I'd sleep better.
Well, it was funny because when we were napping, which we were in our own rooms.
Yeah.
And, you have to watch this 9-minute video that preps you on, safety of the boat. But when I heard the beep, 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 I, jumped out of my bed. Oh, let's see. What's the other? Oh, those are motorcycles.
Yeah. And you went?
I jumped out of the bed. And remember, I texted you. I go, is that for employee or is that emergency? Because I kind of forgot, and I was in such a deep sleep. And I was, sleeping naked, too. So I jumped, and I threw on my clothes because I'm like, do I have to run to the 4th floor?
I feel bad. They peek their head in. I go, just bring them in when they come. And he's like, oh, my gosh.
Luggage?
Yeah, luggage. Sorry. I'm like, just bring in the luggage when they come because I'm like, I can't get out of bed. And I was naked in bed sleeping. But I even said to him, I trust you.
Oh, gosh.
I know. But when I woke up, all my luggage was right there, 3 pieces that Brie's been making fun of me for. But
you had the most luggage out of anybody.
Okay, you guys, if you're going to count the carry-on, sure.
You had 3. Everyone had 2. And some people 1.
Okay, well, if you Googled the weather, I'm like, we're either going to hit rain or it's going to be super sunny, and I need to have my layers packed. And it said bring layers. So I don't know how people packed layers with only 2 bags with shoes. And also, one of my bags was strictly for, cosmetics and stuff like that, and I don't like it mixing with my clothes in case something breaks, which a foundation broke and got everywhere. So anyways, she's been giving me a lot of shit
I
about it.
can't wait to see all the outfits you don't wear.
Oh, I did bring backups because, you know, sometimes I get like super bloated. So then I'm like, well, then that option's off the table. Or sometimes I'm feeling really good. So then the option's back on the table. Always have to have options.
I've been bloated this whole trip.
So day 2, Brie and I, we were so excited because we've been dying to go to this place for so long.
La Garite.
La Garite. It's an iconic restaurant that's on an island off of Cannes. And it's where you will see all the videos that go viral where people are like standing on chairs dancing and like waving like white napkins. Or one went viral because someone ordered how many bottles of Dom and they brought it out. You have to see this video.
120
bottles of Dom P. And then certain countries, if you're from a country, you'll order a big bottle. Like you have to get a Magnum or even bigger. Some of them look bigger than Magnums. I don't even know what size that's called. But they come out and it's really cool because the service people there, they get into like jerseys or like wave your flag and they'll play like music. It is such a moment, and you are like, I'm for sure on an island. And you're just with all these different people partying, dancing, and then also eating incredible food. They brought like the fish to the table, and they were like, "Yeah, this was just caught this morning."
I know.
Of course, they went to Brie's side.
I was like, "Why did they bring in the head?" So I like was glancing over my shoulder, and like we were making eye contact. The fish and I. I mean, I could not stop looking at the eyes because I was like,
and it was a beautiful fish.
I know, a seabass.
Wow. You could just tell it like lives in great water. It had a really pretty color to it.
It did. And I was like
plumped.
Looking at the fish and I'm like, you were alive early this morning having a nice swim.
I know. When they brought it right to Brie, I was like, wrong girl.
Like, wrong girl to bring it. But
the food.
That's fine. I get it.
Literally, they put a truffle pizza down onto the table and the wind, like there was a breeze. And I was just getting with fresh truffle in my nose. Yeah. Truffle. I was just like, this is so incredible. We've made it. That's the vibe it gives you.
I know, but you know what was sad for me a little bit? Is how strict I had to be.
Why do you bring sad?
But because I have to be so strict right now with gluten and dairy.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all my testing.
Yeah.
That I didn't even get to eat the pizza. You know how I was just staring at it? Like visualizing.
Oh, yeah.
What it would taste like in my mouth.
Oh, yeah. Well, it tasted good, so I had some for you.
Thank
you.
I
definitely had some gluten and a tiny bit of dairy, but you know me with dairy. But that truffle pizza was probably the best pizza I've ever had.
I mean, it looked it.
It was insane.
Everything like was perfectly melted and dripping.
Yeah,
and
everything was so good. And of course, we had to start with Aperol Spritz, and then we moved to Rosé because that's what you do when you're in France.
That whispering angel.
The whispering angel.
Can't get anything else but it.
No, but then when things started to get wild, we were like doing tequila shots with the Whispering Angel. And I'm like, in the moment, you think it's an amazing idea. And I'm the worst shot taker. And I was like taking so many shots.
Did you do the full ones? I only
no, I would
only do a sip. I know.
But
people get pretty insulted. I was like, then stop handing me shots.
Yeah, I saw you throw a shot over your shoulder that landed right on my phone. And I'm like, awesome, my phone's sitting in tequila. And I wanted to tell you, everyone just saw you do that.
I know, but I was drunk.
You didn't even make it
invisible.
obvious. You're like, oh, and then you just go like that. And I look down and I'm like, she just tossed that on my phone.
But how great for me that I didn't consume the calories or that. I mean, I already had a hangover this morning, so that would have just made it worse.
To have more tequila?
And you know what, after that, because I noticed everyone did see me do that, no one handed me a shot after that. So I was like, perfect.
Yeah,
Yay. Good for me.
Good for you.
Yay for me.
Well, I could have been, I could have said no, but I was having so much fun. Like, why not? Like, when am I ever going to be here? Just going to live it up. So then, you guys, a storm is about to hit, by the way. I mean, I don't know if because we're farmer girls or what, but I felt fine. Care. Yeah. Like there's Dom P in the back and a chef. We're good.
And like a rural, kind of castle.
Yeah. We're good. A lot of strong men around. Like they know the sea or the ocean, right? Strong women. Like we're going to be okay. People started running to the docks. It was like Hunger Game moments, like survival of the fittest. And I'm like, what is happening? But and everyone's like, the storm is coming. I'm like, what?
But what was so weird to me is it all happened at once. Everyone just ran.
Talk about being on the height of your buzz and then going, what? Why are people running?
And we're watching the waiters going to some people pay your bill, pay your bill. And I'm like, what? I'm looking, I'm like, it's raining and there's lightning, but
it never felt bad.
No.
But then there were so many people on this historic dock that they were like, you guys have to get off the dock. Like, you're going, it's going to break.
Yeah. And that's when I went back up because I go, I'm not about
No,
to
Brie and
fall
I
into
ended up
water.
going into the bathroom. We were the last people actually to walk over to the other dock. They actually came to us and they go, oh, you two, like, you guys need to move over. And I go, I felt bad. The door's open. I'm literally looking at the guy and I go, I can't stop peeing.
Yeah.
And he goes, can she stop? And I go, I'm sorry. I've held it for so long. I forgot about that for a moment till now. Do you remember that?
It's like, girls, yeah. I'm
And you're like,
we're
she's
good.
still going. And I'm like, and you have the door open. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm still going. And that's when I left my sunglasses.
I mean,
But
I love my sunglasses
But don't worry, I
too.
washed my hands. And then a knight in shining armor from Great Britain just walks up and is like, oh, I mean, I can't do the voice.
No, please
but
do the
like
voice.
gladiator voice, like, oh, I can't even do it. I want to try, but
I'll take you.
no, not at all. That sounds like
take
Pee Wee Herman. No, but anyways, he comes out like the gladiator pretty much, or like someone from Game of Thrones, that
He was cute,
voice.
too.
Super cute, that deep, strong British accent. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
they're supposed to be in movies when they talk like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll get you across to the other dock. Because I was, of course, showed up in tall wedges when everyone else is in sandals.
I was in big wedges too.
I mean, I fell so many times. He caught me every time. My feet still hurt. But he held my hand
and it
all
was
the
a
way
hike
through.
to the other side of the the mountain.
I did those in those wedges.
I know, me
the
too.
The whole way.
I had the deepest conversation. I mean, this is the best about drunk people. Like,
Yeah.
you never know where your conversations go. And
No.
I literally was in a therapy session having the deepest talk with someone in the storm, trying to get to a boat. Like, it was wild.
It was wild. But
My hair- oh,
what
and
an
you guys know
experience.
what
By the way,
sucks?
did you peek and see their gardens that were like in the crevice of the mountains?
Were those not gorgeous?
Those were gorgeous. So I want to know who lives there because those gardens like looked fresh.
Well, yeah, but no one has to live there. I mean,
Oh.
that restaurant's open like every day, right? So they
Yeah.
probably take care of it. That's probably where they get their food.
Oh, that's probably where they get their food.
course.
I didn't think
That's
about
what I
that.
thought.
I mean,
But you know what
it's
I
kind of a
noticed?
castle
Okay,
in there,
so
but someone lives there.
I didn't get to dye my gray hair before I came.
Oh, shoot.
But you know, like the powder, the wow powder?
Oh, yeah. Did you bring yours? I need to borrow some.
Yes. But so girl covered the grays. But because it was raining,
Oh, shit.
it like dripped off. And then like, I remember when you were using the bathroom, I was looking in the mirror and I go, oh shit. And I'm like, all my gray was
yeah.
showing. I'm like, damn it.
Well, the young British guy kept taking selfies of us. And you know when you're drunk and taking selfies, and
Oh
I
my
could
God.
already tell, like, ooh, these are hideous to me. Like, can we just
my
not
God.
take selfies in this moment? Even on the boat, he kept taking selfies. I'm like, no, like, you know, but I mean, I don't care, whatever. But I can only imagine because, I mean, geez, Louise.
I took selfies of myself on the boat. And
Yeah.
then when I looked at him this morning, I was like, delete, delete,
Yeah.
delete.
I will say it was fun to be hit on by a young, hot British man. So that was nice. That made me feel great.
That's good.
It might have been the Veronica Beer dress. That dress was killer. I'm not
It
going to lie.
was.
I got a lot of compliments on
And
it.
your butt looked good in it.
My butt looked good in it. Even I thought my breasts and my waist looked good in
For
it.
sure.
I even had a gentleman pull me inside and goes, I have to get that for my wife. Where did you buy that? Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I know. And thanks
That
to
says a
Brie.
lot.
Brie told me.
I told her to
to
get
get
it
it.
because it wasn't her style. And I
Yeah.
go-
At first I was like, I don't know.
and I'm like, trust me. It
and
looks
now it's
so
like my
good on you.
favorite ever.
I mean, it's amazing.
You guys, it's epic. Veronica Beer, long
Yeah.
black dress. It's gorgeous. So then we finally make it back
Yeah.
to the yacht. But, you know, it was a cool experience.
It was until
Like-
I was seeing the lightning, and I go, lightning in water is usually like a no-no.
Yeah. I mean, lightning anywhere, right?
But it's kind of weird when you're like drunk. You kind of think everything's smart. You're just like, sure,
Well,
let's do it. Yeah.
This is my thing. They wouldn't drive people on boats if it was unsafe.
I don't think it's drive.
They wouldn't boat people. What's it called? You drive a boat. What do you do to a boat? You drive a boat.
You drive it?
It has a motor and it has a steering wheel. So you drive it. You put it
It's
in
not,
gears.
definitely not a steering wheel. It's a stick.
No, there's boats with steering
Oh,
wheels.
yeah, there is.
Jeez Louise.
I swear it's a different word, but that's okay.
No, because, yeah, you could go on some boats and sail,
Or maybe that's what I'm
but they don't have motors. Anyways, it drove us back.
Sailboats, I think, do have motors.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
No, I think they just have things that shift them left or right.
Like those big ones? You're telling me people get on those big sailboats and there's no motor?
I feel like the catamaran in Lake Tahoe didn't have a motor. It just, they move like a big paddle thing.
Well, you know,
I
I'm
don't
going to have
know.
to do some
Maybe
research
not.
when I get back to my hotel room.
Honestly.
Because
Yeah.
I'm very
Right.
interested.
So we get back and we make it in time for an epic sunset. We
Oh my
do
gosh,
a few fun drunk FaceTimes. That was good.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
Who did we FaceTime?
The chef.
Oh my gosh. Nicole, I totally forgot.
And how he was like, oh, your sister goes to me. I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm calling now.
That's right.
You don't remember
so we
that?
FaceTimed off your phone.
Yes.
Okay, I do.
I was like, how do you not remember
Now
that?
I remember.
We ordered French
my
fries and
gosh.
chicken wings. We were looking at the
So
sunset.
we're smashing food as we FaceTimed him?
I think we smashed food first and then FaceTime because
gosh.
we were laying on the bed and that's when we were deciding, do we want to go to the burlesque party? I mean, we did get very cute dresses for it. We were following the mood board.
You're right.
And then Brie goes, no, we have to. And I'm like, okay, let's just do it. So we go down, we get dressed up. We go down, have espresso martinis. I think that's also like why I couldn't sleep. You don't remember the espresso martini?
We had an espresso martini. I thought I went straight to tequila.
No, we drank an espresso
Oh
martini.
my, this explains so much of how I felt
And then
this
you
morning.
got us margaritas. We are literally having an experience of a lifetime.
I mean, it's
And
crazy.
you just got to soak in every moment. Drunk FaceTimes and all. Hey.
Soaking in all the alcohol, I might as well soak in the
But
moment.
no, but there's a lot more I feel like
No,
we're soaking in. We're not as bad as we're making it.
We really aren't.
We're not. We're just in our 40s now, so it feels worse. But it's, I mean,
I
people, when I think of us younger, geez.
When I think, I was like, oh my gosh, I was out till last night, I think just 1 a.m. or something.
Right.
But like, a lot of people were out till 7
Yeah.
a.m. And I was like, okay.
Right. So thank
was
you,
kinda
Dynasty
smart.
Rewards, so far for the most epic trip ever.
I know.
Honest, right?
I know. Okay, everyone. So Nikki and I thought, because we are in Monaco, we need to play another game, right? And so before we get to Inspiration Affirmation, we're going to play a fun game that you have actually been seeing a lot on Instagram.
Yeah.
Twin Telepathy. Is that how they say it?
Telepathy.
Telepathy. Oh my God. Well, we
That's
know
all
where my
right.
brain's at. Twin Telepathy. And so, do you know how to play this?
Yeah, well, I saw when the voice put out when Kelsey and what's his name did it.
Michael Bublé.
Yeah.
So we'll both think of a word in our head. Then on the count of 3, we'll both shout out that word. From there, we'll count 3 again and try to guess the same word.
Okay.
Let's see how long it takes us to match. And we're twins. So if it takes us a long time, we're letting down all the twins in the world.
Okay, ready?
Okay, wait.
Do you have your
Hold on.
first one in your head?
Yes.
Okay.
One,
1, 2,
two,
3.
three.
Fast
Car.
cars. So that's it.
That's it.
I guess we're one round.
Let's do it again.
Okay.
So,
So like we want to mess up. That's so weird. We
I
said
know.
the
And I
same.
was going to say race car, but then I was like, I'll just say
I
car.
said fast cars.
But also maybe because we're hearing them, so it's in our head.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's do it again.
But
One.
I mean, we got it in the first try.
We did.
So that's
so
really
we're
great.
badasses. We got it in the first try.
Yeah.
But now let's try
Okay.
again and see if we don't do it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Rosé.
Okay.
1, 2. Wait, hold on. Shit. Don't.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. French Riviera.
I was gonna say vineyards.
Okay, you got to say it. You can't just
Okay.
watch me talk.
Yeah, but all of a sudden now I drew a blank. Okay.
You drew a
So,
blank of
okay.
where we're at, what we've done.
Okay. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Champagne.
Cons. Okay. And then you saw what they do, like how they do. Okay.
Yeah, like we're trying to match.
Yes.
So
Okay.
like you said cons, I said champagne.
Yeah. Okay.
So
1, 2, 3. Lagerie.
we're close.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
three.
Water. Shoot.
You know the party was on the water. Okay,
Yeah.
ready?
Okay.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Party.
Storm. I just said party.
I just didn't know what to say.
You're really
Sorry.
fucking with me over here.
Okay.
Okay.
1.
So wait,
2,
you said party. What did I
Water.
say?
You said dock.
Oh, I didn't.
You did. What'd you say?
Don't tell me I said water and like you said water.
No, but sometimes people repeat.
No, I said storm.
Yeah.
Party storm.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
It just gets hard. Okay. Because we're just so.
We're so-
Okay.
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Dingy.
Drunk. D's.
D's. Dingy drunks.
It's called a dinghy.
Wait, what was it called? Was it a
Dinghies
dinghy?
are like the little ones.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot. Okay.
Oh, one.
Well, don't. Oh, like. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Spa.
Tequila.
Dang. Because we said drunk, then you say tequila. Okay. Maybe this one. 1, 2, 3. Spritz.
Massage. Stop. You said spa. You said spa.
But then you said tequila. Okay. We're just not. I don't think.
We're going to try. This is our last time.
Last time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I just knew you could always re-say words.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, let's see. 1, 2, 3. DraftKings.
There we go.
DraftKings in Monaco. Let's end there.
And there.
I'm crying laughing.
Okay, so let's
boy.
end with a little inspiration and affirmation.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. So we thought we have to do a quote from Grace Kelly.
Princess Grace Kelly. Have to.
Here we are in Monaco.
Yeah.
And we saw this one, and we were like,
Is
you know
that or
what?
James Bond? We're going to go with Princess Grace
Yes.
Kelly.
A smile is the best makeup any woman can wear.
Oh.
And I feel like that's all we've been doing this trip.
Smiling.
We have been smiling nonstop where my cheeks hurt.
Yeah.
Just laughing, smiling.
I agree.
It's just been an incredible time, incredible moments.
Yeah.
You know.
And we got that compliment. It was from someone yesterday. And they go, you girls have such great energy. Like we make, like people want, we amp it up. But it's just we're in the moment having fun and just so grateful. I think it's
So
like
grateful.
we're just so grateful for the surroundings and just we're like having fun. It's just about like letting loose and,
soaking it
just
all
being in the
in.
moment, which has been so fun.
Yes.
But I've just felt so blessed. And we're just halfway through, Brie. We're halfway through.
I know. Well, you guys, so Nicole and I were supposed to go tour Whispering Angel today.
Yeah.
But when her and I woke up, we can't.
No.
I'm like, I just
Sometimes
can't
you got to pick. You
drink
have to sleep.
today.
Or you just are going to get sick and it will suck.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, sorry, Whispering Angel.
Now we get to
Next
shop
time.
in cons.
Exactly.
Okay, everyone. Well, stay tuned for part 2 of the Nikki and Brie Show. Fast cars, film stars, and French Rosé from Monaco. We're going to pour another glass, and we'll see you next time.
That's right, Nikki.